Hello everyone and welcome to Monkey's Rainbow YouTube channel. Are you a new player? Have you tried Guild Wars 2 World vs World but got discouraged when playing this type of game mode? World vs World in Guild Wars 2 can be especially daunting for new players due to its complexity and the experience of seasoned players. Here are 5 reasons that might discourage new players from engaging in World vs World. First is complex mechanics. World vs World involves numerous game mechanics, including siege warfare, tactics, supply management, and map control. New players can find these mechanics overwhelming and may struggle to understand their roles in the larger battle. World vs World heavily relies on siege weapons like catapults, trebuchets, arrow carts, and rams. Players need to understand how to use these weapons effectively to assault and defend objectives. This includes positioning, aiming, and coordinating with teammates. World vs World is not just about brute force but also about strategy. Effective coordination, map control, and planning are vital. This involves understanding the map layout, determining when to attack or defend, and deciding which objectives to prioritize. World vs World groups are organized into squads, each with its commander. Players need to understand squad mechanics, such as following commands, staying together, and positioning effectively. Also in ranks and abilities. The World vs World progression system includes ranks and abilities that improve a player's effectiveness in WVW. Understanding how to gain ranks and use abilities is crucial for personal growth and contributing to the faction's success. And there are so many other mechanics that we can mention here, and understanding all this can be a bit overwhelming for a new player. In turn, it discourages him to try the game mode. To overcome the complexity of these mechanics, new players are advised to join a World vs World guild or group, seek mentorship from experienced players, and gradually learn through hands-on experience. The learning curve in WVW can be steep, but it can also be highly rewarding as players become more skilled and strategic in their gameplay. For a solo player, that is even more challenging. Second is gear disparity. Veteran World vs World players often have access to optimized gear and builds, making them more powerful in battles. New players may feel disadvantaged, as it can take time to acquire the necessary equipment and experience to compete effectively. Veteran World vs World players have likely acquired better gear and equipment through extensive playtime, including ascended or legendary gear, which offers higher stats than exotic gear, the typical starting point for new players. Experienced players often have optimized character builds that synergize with their gear, runes, and sigils. These optimized builds can significantly enhance a player's effectiveness in battles. Gear disparity in Guild Wars 2's World vs World game mode can be particularly discouraging for new players. Third is lack of guidance. Guild Wars 2 does not provide a comprehensive in-game tutorial for World vs World, leaving new players to learn through trial and error. The absence of guidance can make it difficult for newcomers to grasp essential strategies and objectives. The lack of in-game guidance for new players in Guild Wars 2's World vs World can indeed be a challenge. While Guild Wars 2 provides a rich and diverse game experience, it does not offer comprehensive tutorials for World vs World. New players usually does not have a leverage in community resources. Learning through experience can be discouraging if you're encountering a lot of difficulties in enjoying the game mode. And finding an active guild is hard for new players that is focus in World vs World, since mostly active guilds in World vs World are looking for experienced players and they can be very demanding. Fourth is overwhelming Zergs. Large masses of players often dominate WVW maps. New players may find it hard to participate effectively in these massive battles and may feel like they are not making a meaningful contribution. When encountering this large-scale battle, oftentimes a new player will end up repeatedly dying in a combat. Going back and forth to a large-scale battle from your base can be a bit discouraging for a new player, and it may not be fun ending them to leave the game. In Guild Wars 2's World vs. World game mode, overwhelming Zergs, or massive groups of players, can be both awe-inspiring and intimidating. Dealing with overwhelming Zergs in World vs. World requires patience, practice, and a good understanding of your character's capabilities. As you gain experience, you'll become more effective at both contributing to your team's success and surviving challenging encounters, which require a ton of hours learning the game, which most player does not have. Lastly is server imbalance. Some servers may have imbalanced populations, with one server being significantly larger than others. New players on underpopulated servers may face difficulties, such as being unable to capture objectives due to lack of manpower. Server imbalance in Guild Wars 2's World vs. World game mode can be a common issue, and it occurs when one server has a significantly higher population or more active players than others. This imbalance can make World vs. World less enjoyable for players on underpopulated servers. Players on overpopulated servers may experience long queue times when trying to enter WVW maps. If your playtime is on server's prime time, then you are going to end up long queue, which you may find it difficult to get into the game. Overpopulated servers often dominate the map, capturing objectives without much resistance, which can lead to a lack of competition. Now, having all this would make the new players become discouraged in trying World vs. World game mode. If you have any opinions regarding about players that got discouraged, or someone that has yet to try the mode but is already discouraged without even trying it for a longer time, please share to us in the comment section about your seasons, and that we may learn from one to another player. Thank you so much for watching our video, and may you all have a beautiful day. Goodbye, and I will see you in the video.